Okay, here we go. All right, good morning, everyone. It is Kiki Garcia from Carlos and Kiki in the morning on 93.3 The Q. I'm super excited because, well, first of all, I get to see you guys, so that's great. And I've got Devale Ellis with me this morning, and also Trinity Whiteside. How are you guys? You're from Tyler Perry's Sistas show, which is everyone's guilty pleasure. How are you guys doing?
We doing good, man. We chilling, Kiki.
Yeah? All right, so
Definitely.
okay, so I'm gonna start off with Trinity. First of all, you were just supposed to be like a little character that came for an arc, right? Arch, what do they call it?
Right.
Yeah. And now all of a sudden, like here you are taking over. Like, what's it like working with Tyler Perry and getting that call that they want you back?
It's still, I had this conversation with people while filming. We just wrapped season 3, and it's still surreal. Sometimes you still have to sit and look and think, like I'm really here. I'm really doing this. And even with this, after filming 3 seasons with Tyler, it's still like he calls you or he texts you, and you're like, I just got off the phone with Tyler Perry. Like, what is going on here? You know, but it's definitely a blessing. It's something that, I'll never take for granted.
I can't even imagine. Like, I'd be texting my friends, like, did you just punk me? Like, what the hell's going on? Is this real life right now?
Yeah, exactly. That's how it feels. That's how it feels. Like sometimes my wife will remind me, she'll just stop and look at me. She's like, you just got off the phone with Tyler Perry, right? This is not normal.
She's like, that's my man over there.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so Devale, first of all, you used to be in the NFL.
Yes.
How is it going from the NFL to working with Tyler Perry? I mean, which side was more challenging, football or Tyler Perry?
They both have their different challenges. The speed of everything is definitely comparable because in the NFL, you get signed to a team, they give you a huge playbook, and you have 3 weeks to impress, a team to see if you're gonna make the team. With Tyler Perry, they give you a script of 25 episodes, and you have 3 weeks to film. So it's pretty comparable. He's also 6'5", about 260 pounds, so he's the size of a defensive end. So I kind of sometimes feel like I'm still in the NFL when he walks over to you and he's trying to, get you to do what he needs you to do. But football was a means to an end for me. TV is my passion, so I love this. So it doesn't feel like work. Football felt like work. I never feel like work when I'm on set. So
that's great. I mean, that's perfect. So how long ago were you in the NFL?
Man, a long time ago. I retired in 2010 officially. So I was in the NFL for 4 years. So it took me 10 years to get to this point. People say all the time it takes 10 years to become an overnight success, which I say rings true because I was doing commercials and co-stars and guest star roles for 10 years before I finally got my big break as a series regular on this show. So I'm excited about it.
And you have a great podcast with your wife, right?
Yes, Dead Ass with Kadeen and Devale, shameless plug. Check us out. It's a millennial marriage podcast where we pretty much share and give testimony about the things we've done for our 10 years of marriage.
I love it. So now, Trinity, you used to be in dental school, or were you actually a dentist?
Yeah, I was in the dental hygiene program, and it was just a career. It was something to rely on. When you're married and you have 3 children, it's you need financial backing. You need that steady flow of income coming in, and my wife, who's a nurse at the time, I happened to come home, and it was one of those moments when you just realize, this is not it. This is just something to do to have money coming in. There's no passion. The dread of doing that for the rest of your life, it was just, unbearable. And I guess she could see it all over my face one day when I came home from school, and we just happened to have a conversation, and she asked me, what do you want to do? And I told her, I'm like, I want to act. That is what I want to do. And she's just like, well, go do it. Don't worry about, how things are going to play out or things of that nature. Just go do it. And having that kind of support, I've always said that whatever limitations men are born with naturally, the right woman can push you beyond those. And that's definitely what happened in my situation, because I definitely don't believe that the things that I have accomplished to this point I could have done on my own.
I love it. I love the passion that the both of you have. You know, since I was like 5 years old, I knew I wanted to be on the radio, and that is what I pursued. And it goes both ways. I have a husband who was very supportive, and I waitressed and I was part-time, and then I finally, made it. And you really need that person behind you, whether you're the husband or the wife. It makes such a difference when you know someone's on your team forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the show. I mean, first of all, this show is amazing because the leads are all women and they're so strong and they have such great personalities and they all bring something to the table. What's it like going onto the set of the show with all these strong females all around you?
To be honest, it kind of reminds me of my marriage. Like my wife is a strong female lead. She reminds me a lot of you. She wanted to be in TV film and she wanted to host, and she got a master's degree. So there was a lot of times where as a husband, you have to play, I don't want to say second fiddle, but you have to be their support system. So on the show, we are the women's support system. They are the leads. So all of us are there to be a character arc to push their storylines. So when we come, we're of service to these women who run the show. And it feels great to, also have our own characters, but to also be of service to these women and let them tell their stories.
I love that. It's so funny you should mention that. So, of course, radio is very male driven. And I work on a station. I'm the only female. And sometimes I see my husband hanging out with the wives of, the guys I work with. And I think, wow, what a turn. But like, how wonderful that he's able to do that and not feel insecure. And I think you guys is this something we're going to see more of, men kind of taking a back seat and letting us shine, per se?
Hopefully.
Go ahead.
The women we work with, they're all, amazing. And like Devale said, we see it in our wives all the time. And there's no reason why women have taken a back seat for so long, unnecessarily. And I see no reason why men shouldn't want to take a back seat to women who deserve to be at the forefront.
See, for me, I feel like there's no backseat. I feel like it takes a certain, like your husband, for example, it takes a certain level of confidence and drive to be able to be there and say, look at my wife. There's nothing back about that. It's just the patriarchy has told us that women have had to take the back seat because they are lesser than, which is not true. Life has showed us that. So anytime you take a back seat, for example, you're not necessarily just sitting back in the darks. You're saying, look, this person is good in that moment. Let me be their support system. And my wife and I, we go back and forth. I'm a series regular on a TV show. We have a podcast together. When it's my moment, she's with the wives or with the husbands, as I'm with my co-stars who are married, or my co-stars, she's with the significant others. When it's her moment, when she's hosting her TV shows and doing her things, I'm in the back with the spouses. Like, to me, there's no backseat. It takes a lot to be that person to be of support to someone and to serve someone. So I give a shout out to all the men and women who are of support and serve their spouses while they're in the light. And I give a shout out to all of those women who for a long time in life have had to be of support who didn't get the recognition. So
you guys are amazing. You're like making me feel all kinds of emotions, because sometimes life can get very frustrating when it comes to your career, and to hear you guys speaking so openly and so proudly, it's just, I love it. So before we go, just tell us real quick about the show and what's happening, because I think it's the finale's happening tomorrow. Is that correct?
It is. It's, season finales with Tyler Perry. I think, what makes him such a success is he finds a way to answer all the questions you've been asking throughout the season, while at the same time leaving you with newly unanswered questions that you can't wait to see what happens. So I definitely feel like there's going to be a lot of that with regards to the season finale.
Ooh, I'm getting excited. Devale, tell us real quick, when can we watch it?
You can check this out at 7 p.m. your time, I believe, on BET Wednesday. You guys are Mountain Time, correct?
Yes, yes.
Yes, so 7 p.m. Wednesday on BET. Check us out. You can also live tweet with us at 7 p.m. Ask us questions about the show. We answer them in real time. We appreciate everybody who comes to support us. We love y'all, man, from Rodeo and Zach.
I love
Definitely.
it. Thank you guys so much for being with us today, and have a great week.
Thank you. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Take care.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Yeah.